Good morning and welcome to my channel. I went to a plant auction last week. It was actually a succulent and cactus auction, and as always I went there without even thinking of buying plants. I went there just for the fun of it. But when I saw this cactus, I couldn't resist it. It's Ferocactus hamatacanthus. Okay, look at the spines here. Look at the hook at their tips. Look at the length of these spines. It's unbelievably beautiful. I just fell in love with it. But what happened is, the other thing I want to share with you, when I bought it, when I was carrying it home, I dropped it accidentally and I broke the pot. So we have right now an insight to how the roots look like, and the pot is not terribly overgrown by the roots. We can see the hairs here, the hairy stuff here are roots, but it's not terribly overgrown. However, we can see that the substrate is quite rich in mineral, on the contrary, quite rich in organic component, and there is not that much mineral component in it. So this is why there is moss at the top of the substrate, and there are also weeds here which will need to be removed. So what I will do, I will not remove the substrate from between the roots. What I will do, I will put the plant in a pot that is a little bit bigger than this one, and I like clay pots. I would have done it anyways, even if this pot didn't break. I will put it in a pot that is a little bit bigger in diameter than this one, and I will fill the space, the empty space, with almost purely mineral stuff. So that will be either pumice or very fine particles of gravel. Okay, so that's what will happen, and that will give the roots a little bit of air to breathe, because these plants like to have air around the roots. Okay, and it's quite possible, I'm not sure about it, but look, it's a little bit corky at the bottom, this cactus. It's a little bit, the body of the plant is a little bit corky at the bottom. This is quite possible that this is the result of the roots not having enough air, but I'm not sure about it. Maybe that's the way this cactus should be. That maybe that's the way this cactus grows. I don't know. I will have to check it. I will have to see. But this happens sometimes when there is too much, when there is not enough air, when the substrate is not well aerated, when there is not enough mineral component in the substrate, the roots just are staying in dampness all the time. It's very difficult for the water to evaporate from this kind of substrate, and especially when a cactus is in a clay pot. Okay, because in a plastic pot, because in a clay pot the water can evaporate through the pores of the clay, but here in a plastic pot there is no evaporation from the sides through the pot. Okay, so that's why I like cacti in clay pots, because they dry out easier and they need that. Okay, so I have really huge hopes about this cactus. Look how beautiful the spines are. Look at the length. Amazing. So I will be busy transplanting it this afternoon. I hope you see why I couldn't resist buying it. It's such a nice plant. Well, that's it. This is everything I wanted to share with you about my Ferocactus hamatacanthus. Have a great rest of the day.